Namaste and welcome to your Mother Goddess Yoga practice here live on Zoom with your friends, practicing holding hands together on the ethers. Well, today the class will be dedicated to Parvati Devi and we will learn how to take refuge under her shelter, especially emphasizing focus. So let's begin. So today, I thought we could start sitting in any comfortable position to do a pranayama, belly breathing pranayama. So you can sit in any comfortable position. I'm going to be sitting in Vajrasana, and you can sit in any comfortable position. Vajrasana with knees and feet together. I like this pose, so I'm choosing this pose because I like this pose, and I would like for you to choose a pose that you like. It can be cross the legs, seated on the ground in Kumbhasana, seated on a chair, anything that works for you, that you like. Bring your right hand to your belly, like around the navel. So what I'm doing here is motioning my right hand circularly in one direction around the navel, which means I'm going above and below and on the sides of the navel, and then opposite direction. And we are gonna awaken the fire element. Now rest your right hand where it feels right, so it's above, below the navel, in the navel area, feel where you wanna rest, and then open your left hand in Ala Padma. I don't need to teach you Ala Padma, you all know these rays of sun and light on your left hand, and if possible, rest the back of your hand on your lap. And now begin to inhale and expand your belly. Exhale and contract your belly. So if you're sitting in a position where your leg is open, your hand is gonna move out to be resting on your thigh. Inhale, expand the belly, and think of just blowing gentle air, prana, into the fire to get that fire going, and it's gentle right now. There's a flame there in the navel area, your Manipura chakra, which is connected to your will, desire, and your ability to manifest, and you're just massaging the inner organs in this area and activating this inner fire gently. And now, if it feels right, move towards Bhastrika. If it doesn't, stay breathing in this way. Bhastrika, inhale, expand the belly, exhale, contract, and then rhythm. Take a deep, longing breath from your belly to your heart, and as you exhale, simply place both hands in the heart. Just rest your hands on your heart in whatever way feels right, and in a way that your palms are facing your chest. Feel the love and heat and love from your hands, motioning towards the heart, and then make for yourself a declaration of how you want to be more loving, participate more in life with love. Make your own words, how you want to be activated by love, ignited by love. Your banner. Now open your eyes, and as you exhale, rest your right hand on your lap, and left hand comes to the navel area, and you're going to make a circular motion again in one direction around the navel. Then opposite direction. Now that you know, we're just going to move a little quickly. If you're crossing your legs, I forgot to say that, and you want to switch the position of the legs, have the other one crossed in front of, you can. Now choose where you wanted to pause. Rest your left hand to attune to your inner fire. Then bring your right hand to Ala Padma. Ala Padma represents the fire. Represents many different things, but represents the fire and the rays of this fire in the palm of your hand. Now we begin with a gentle abdominal breathing. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, contract the belly. Knowing that you are attending to this fire, attending to this inner fire. Controlling the breath and controlling this fire. You can stay breathing in abdominal breathing like this, or activate the breath with Pastrika. Take a deep, long breath, and as you exhale, bring both hands to rest on your chest, palms touching your chest, fingers together-ish, heart moving forward-ish and up-ish, aware of also the downward movement, especially on your hips, sacrum. So from heart, there's this motion of energy upwardly, forward and upwardly. And on your sacrum area, lower back, there's awareness of the energy moving downwardly. And then as you settle in the heart, you, me, us, we're gonna offer our hearts to the earth, Bhumi Devi, by literally bringing our chest to the earth. So clear your yoga mat from your props, unless you need that extra pad underneath your chest. And then as you come to lay on your belly, open your arms in this Trishula, trident-like shape. Offer your heart to the earth. Place one side of your face on the ground, and I want you to choose which side you wanted to start with. Pin your tail to the earth to decompress your lower back. Exhale, and then inhale. Feel your kidneys with light. Stay pin your tailbone to the earth. One more round. Next time you exhale, let your sacrum move into a regular shape, natural shape. Then focus on the heart, and then with your own words, as a continuation of what you said before perhaps, or the same, offer your heart to the earth, meaning offer your love to the earth as a reciprocal relationship. And know that you can anchor in her love as you do your devotional work. Okay, remember which side of your face you have down. Now as you inhale and lift your head, your chest, breathing prana kriya, bring your hands to prayer and your elbows right underneath your shoulders in this baby cobra, supported. And then have your hands in Kanti Anjali, which means from Anjali prayer, you're just spreading your fingers into this Kanti Anjali, and then send the wrists down. So your fingers will be pointing a little more forward and slightly up. Press the little toes side down, breathe. You are here in a gentle pose for sure. Breathe in, breathe out, pin your tail to the earth. Within the shape, bend your right knee, flex your foot, lift to the knee a little bit, slide the kneecap back, then replace that right foot on the earth, and you will feel the difference between sides, so let's do that. In the other side, bend your left knee, flex the foot, lift the knee, slide the kneecap back as you then prepare to stretch the legs. So you just create a little more space on your hip crease. Inhale, press your forearms on the earth looking up, and then as you exhale, open your elbows out and place the other side of your face down. As soon as you arrive in the shape again, decompress the lower back by sending the tail down, and then inhale, make your lower back, your kidneys really full, and stay for just a little longer in the shape. You're pinning your tail to the earth. Thank you. Then find neutral and connect it to the earth via your heart, and begin to feel now in the second time the heat of the earth, the so-called incubated heat of the earth, the magma of the earth, rising to meet your heart. And then the fire from your navel rising towards your heart. From your belly, microcosmically awakening this fire towards the heart, from the belly of the earth, macrocosmically allowing her heat to rise to your heart. Purification and understanding, wisdom happens with that light fire. Now, as you inhale, lift your head, lift your shoulders, slide your hands to be by your shoulders or a little lower. We're going to do breath and movement. And I would suggest that you turn your fingers slightly out, not going all the way down. So here is the place where we'll begin and end. Inhale, rise. Exhale, return to that previous point of start. Inhale, rise. Exhale, slowly return. And as you breathe, breathe in silence, unless you like Ujjayi and it supports you to stay focused. You can do that. Parvati Devi helps us with awakening will, desire towards achieving higher states of consciousness. And then also she supports us with the will to be more proactive in our lives, in a way that we interact with others. Her thing was to love people and feed them. So maybe that's an example for you. One more. Then exhale, return. This time, place one hand on top of the other. Let's do like this. Right, left, elbows to the side. Forehead touching both hands. Decompress your lower back again. Take a moment to take 2 cycles of full breath in those kidneys. Make your lower back really full, amplifying the reserves in your body. Then find neutral. Now keep your hands where they are. Please, please lift your head just that much. Bend both knees, flex both feet, and then lift the feet. The knees are gonna lift an inch, but you know you're lifting. Stay here, elbows down, or motion your arms back, but don't grab your feet. Send the shoulders back, maybe even pump a little bit if it feels right. Pump a little bit in the upper body. Can you hear me? I heard a little sound. And then exhale, release, left cheek down, arms by your side. Replace your kneecaps on the earth and rest forward towards the earth. Don't do anything, just rest. Thank you. As you inhale next, lift your head, lift your chest. Place your hands a little lower. So if you were placing by the shoulders, maybe a little lower. If you're placing by the side armpits, bring it by the floating ribs, turn your fingers out slightly. We're gonna hold Bhujangasana. Inhale, rise, hold Bhujangasana. Keep your shoulders down, beautiful. Power the whole body with your focus, with your will. One more cycle, looking up towards the sky. Where there is a will, there is a way. Where there is a will, there is a manifestation yet to come, something to rise, to create. Then exhale, slowly return, and now please place left hand, right hand on top, forehead, touching both hands, and then pin your tail to the earth and do that cycle of breath in the kidneys. We're gonna do it twice. Make your lower back full. One more. Then find neutral. From here, lift your head, and we'll do one more time. Bend both knees, flex the feet. First, just lift the knees, then lift the torso a little higher. Stay here. Motion your arms back, elevate the heart, maybe pump a little bit, and you're pumping the upper body, not the lower body right now. Maybe focus on that contact of your belly and the earth. One more. Inhale, exhale, relax, right cheek down. Take a moment to lift the elbows, place them again on the floor. Lift the kneecaps, replace them on the floor. Knowing that they are pointing towards one another, heels out and rest towards gravity. One more cycle of breath. For this next pose, my level 3, we're gonna do it together, but I'm just telling you, you're gonna do upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. So everybody, lift the head, lift the shoulders, press the little toes side down. If you had your hands by the shoulders, bring a little lower. If you're doing upward facing dog, have now your index fingers parallel and your hands by the base of your floating ribs. Rising cobra, or if you're doing upward facing dog, lift your knees up, kneecaps up, and then lift your hips up as you send your tail slightly down, not touching the earth. Open the heart, power the legs, stay in the shape, breathing out before you breathe in. And if you're in cobra, avoid stretching the arms, perhaps, especially avoiding sending the shoulders down. So as you come into the shape, micro bend your elbows, point them back. One more. We'll all meet in a child's pose of your choice. So as you push back into a child's pose, Francesca was just telling me that she likes big toes touching and knees in front of the floating ribs, maybe arms back in this variation. Find your variation. I label it Balasana 1, 2, 3, but that's not to limit you. You know, all the mother goddesses, they grow from 1 to 3, and then 3, and then 3, and then 3. So my intention was to give you 3 variations, but then within those 3 variations, there are so many other variations. So a Balasana child's pose of your choice right now. Breathe out, breathe in, and you can choose to breathe in silence or Ujjayi, but you know you're breathing fully, exhaling completely. Thank you. In this next variation, we're not going to touch our head on the floor, and we're going to look towards our hands as we lift the head and chest a little bit, slide forward a little bit to take the pressure off the knees and the hips, and then bring your hands to prayer, that Kanti Anjali, and send the wrists down like if you're cutting the earth. Elbows and shoulders aligned, toes tucked under, feet hip width apart. Look towards your hands as you lift the hips. Begin here, send your hips back up, and then from here, some of you, not everybody, some of you, we will stretch the legs, lift the heels a little higher, and send the heart towards the legs, aligning arms and ears, without touching the head on the floor. Power the legs, and if you had enough, if you're here, it's more muscular. So if you had enough, you can rest in child's pose. And the level 3, if you can walk forward 2 inches, bringing the feet together as you do so. Big toes touching, heels apart. Send the heart towards the legs even more. So all the back bends we were doing, you can apply in this Ardha Pincha Mayurasana. Last one. Thank you. Everybody, super slowly coming to kneeling pose, and in this kneeling pose, knees and feet are together. Bring your claws to the earth, hands, claws. In transition to lunge, stepping right foot forward. You can do in your own way. So now 90 degrees in the front leg, look forward and up. Deep longing breath followed by slow complete out breath. Either stay here or as you inhale, lift your torso and your arms. Spread your fingers, back bending the shape. Turning to the light above, light of the sun. Drink that light with your breath, or bring in that light with your breath. Inhale, exhale, back bend a little bit more. Now palms on the ground, so as you return, place your palms on the floor and step back to downward facing dog, separating the feet hip width if you need it. Move the hips from side to side, find neutral, and come to Shantolanasana. As you come parallel to the ground, activate the entire body, and especially connected to the fire in the navel. Increasing that fire with your focus. Breathe out, breathe in. Level 3, cycle through a vinyasa. Level 2 with me, kiss the ground with your knees. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, round your spine. Level 3, go ahead and do one more vinyasa. Level 2 with me. Inhale, lift your head and hips. Exhale, round your spine. Last time for all of us, either vinyasa or this very gentle cat and cow. Round the spine. Now everybody, bring the knees together, knees, feet together, sit on the heels. This is an idea, you may need props. Roll the shoulders back a few times, then shake your hands a few times. Both hands in La Padma resting on your lap. So if you need, please place 1 or 2 blocks underneath your hips, between your feet. Bhastrika. Take a deep longing breath, and then as you exhale, like we did in the beginning, place your hands over your heart and feel the heat from your navel, the heat from your practice, from your sadhana, rising. There is a beautiful story, poem actually, from Kalidasa on Parvati's tapasya. Tapasya has this root word tap, which is to heat. So in relationship to that, Parvati's will brought her to her tapasya, and knowing that in order to manifest something, fulfill a desire, you need to put your love, your attention, your focus into. Nothing grows without that focus. So with the focus in your heart, creating together here with your own words, me with my own words, a vow to attune to this fire, inner fire, and to awaken inner love, and to bring this love a little bit more into our world. That's our pause from asana into this prayer that we carry. It will carry us throughout our day. Thank you. As you bring your hands to that Kanti Anjali with an intention to share this rays of light with others, you come also to strengthen yourself into this Ardha Pincha Mayurasana. Spread your fingers, toes tucked under. Now everybody starting with feet, knees together. Lift the knees and stay here. This is a lot, okay? Looking to your hands or coming to the full pose. Maybe step an inch or two forward with your left foot and lift your right leg up to the sky, pointing that foot. Then flex and imagine someone is pulling your foot up, right foot up towards the sky. If you're in that first variation, you can rest if you need it. Or come and bring right foot down, square the hips in preparation to lift the left leg up. Keep on sending your heart towards your legs, point to the foot and flex. And imagine someone is pulling your ankle up. Focusing this inversion, which allows you to bring more blood circulation and prana to the crown, more fire to your vision. Feet down. Everybody now, knees down. Let the blood circulation slowly return. And you may need to adjust, especially if you walk to forward. And super slowly, we will all move towards lunge. So lion's claws. Bring your left foot forward, and you might need to slide that right foot back because we did that little walk. And then stay here, looking up to the sun, breathing out, breathing in. Or when you feel ready, if you feel ready, rise and back bend. Sending your heart upwardly towards this other source of heat. So there is the heat that is incubated in the earth, there is the heat in your body. And then there is the heat that comes from the light of the sun. And you are tuning to that right now and opening your third eye, eye of fire. One more. And as you exhale, plant your palms on the earth and then step back to downward facing dog. Move the hips from side to side, find neutral. And then come to hold your plank position with your following in-breath. In plank position, keep your toes tucked under. It's a different variation. See if this is possible. Lower the hips, send your inner heels back, toes tucked under, back bend here. Then bend the knees as you push back to downward facing dog. Level 3, cycle through 3 vinyasas, 1, 2, 3. Level 2 with me. Inhale, come to plank. Exhale, stay in plank. Inhale, this new version of upward facing dog. Exhale, bend the knees as you push back. Stay for a cycle of breath. And we're gonna do this once more. Inhale, come to plank. Exhale, stay in plank. Inhale, this version, toes tucked under, of upward facing dog. Exhale, bend the knees, push back. Downward facing dog. Everybody coming to sit on the heels, and I'm intentionally bringing my knees to the center of the yoga mat. Do that because some of you will sit here on the heels, others will separate the feet, move the muscles of the calves out and sit between the heels in Virasana. So either seated on Vajrasana, on Virasana with the blocks, or on Virasana with feet apart, calves out. It's important to do that motion. Come to sitting Virasana like so. Hands in Alapadma, one cycle of Bhastrika or abdominal breathing. Begin. Take a deep, long breath, and as you exhale, option 1, to bring the hands to the heart. Option 2, to bring the hands behind you and open the heart towards this upper light. Bring the sunlight straight to your heart. Option 3, only if you are on the ground like I am, bringing your forearms to the earth, then take a moment to lift the hips, slide your tail forward, drop the head back, and let your heart receive the sunshine. And this will only work if you have no blocks, no props underneath your hips. If you do have props underneath your hips and your city points are on the floor, this version of palms on the floor, maybe finger pads on the floor, away from your body in order to increase the back bend works. Thank you. Now there are a few of you that actually can lay on your back from this Virasana variation. If that's you, do that. One more. If you are seated, you're gonna find your way slowly into a forward bend Uttanasana. If you're in your back like I am demonstrating, lift the knees a little bit and free your feet. Place your feet on the earth. And then you're gonna rock up to come to a forward bend Uttanasana. So everybody, and wherever you are in the yoga mat, it's fine. Rock up, feet hip width apart, come into a forward bend Uttanasana. You may have to send the knees over one side, make it very kind and very slow, or like I demonstrate, rock up, and then we're all meeting a version of a forward bend of your choice. Can be with the knees straight, halfway up, all the way up, knees bent. You can even do Padahastasana, your hastas under your padas. Any variation of forward bend, you choose which version you want to do. Focus on the fullness of the breath in this descending heat and blood circulation towards your crown. In the tantric philosophy, which Hatha Yoga is connected, the feet is the karmendriya organ of action to activate the fire. So when you go for walks, when you dance, you're activating your feet. The organ of perception are the eyes, and I'm talking about the element of fire. And the sense is sight. So when the fire is activated in the body, you are activating your ability to see, which is so important right now. To see clearly. Because finding the truth with caps lock, is really hard in a world where lies are just displayed all the time. So we here as yoginis on the path, we want to awaken our inner sight, our insight, and the ability to see, our clairvoyance, to see a little bit more. Thank you. Bend the knees, lift your head, your heart. Stay here until you feel that the blood circulation is even throughout the body. Now leading with your heart, when you feel ready, pressing your feet down. Rise, roll the shoulders back. With your right hand, hold your right foot. Natarajasana, bend your left knee as you bring your left hand in this Alapadma, string the bow, create a lot of space between foot and hand, and then stretch the knee, and then maybe lean forward a little bit. The leaning forward comes as the last part. She, Parvati, who adores Shiva, has Shiva as her main goal of achievement. Shiva consciousness and love. Shiva love. Then bend that left knee, step your right foot back. We're going to do pyramid pose. Should have said that so some of you can grab your blocks, but you can still do that as you enter this pyramid pose, bending the left knee. Then either you grab your blocks or you place your finger pads on the floor, and then once you have that contact of the hands and the blocks or the ground, then you stretch the front leg and fold over the legs. Your chin moves a little bit more towards the left side. Or, as an option, you trace more the central line. So you're not favoring the left side, you're favoring the central line, activating both legs equally. Breathe out, breathe in. Shiva as consciousness. Shakti as energy. Their dance is something that we honor here in the world of things. This dance of knowing who you are as soul, consciousness, and doing what you do here as energy, matter, prakriti, nature, in order to enter the mystery. Now bend your front knee. My level 3, I would like for you to place your hands on the floor, step back, do your vinyasa, then jump forward. My level 2, I would like for you to reach forward with your hands to block or the ground, to bring your feet hip width apart, and then fold. Level 3, after doing this one vinyasa, just one jump, maybe not all the way forward, so your feet is hip width apart and you are in the front-ish of your yoga mat. Choose the arm variation you want to do. You can even interlace the fingers behind your body if you want. So bend the knees in order to do that. Then bring the arms over your head, whatever you feel is right for your body. Stay just a little longer. In case you are interlacing the fingers, just notice which thumb you have on top. We're staying just a little longer, noticing this blood circulation and prana energy moving towards our third eye, especially increasing blood circulation and prana movement around the eyes and third eye. And we ask this great mother Parvati to grant us this ability to sharpen our intuition, have more insights, be able to see between the lines, behind what is being presented. If you have interlaced your fingers, release your hands back to your sacral. Everybody bend the knees. Let go of the weight of the head for a moment. Now, lift your pelvic floor. Inhale, lift your head, your heart. Exhale the shape, letting the blood circulation slowly return to your lower body. Then when you feel ready, rise. Roll the shoulders back. And then again, as you enter this Natarajasana, shift the weight to your right foot. Grab your left foot and then bend your right knee, bringing your right hand to Anapadma, and then kicking the left foot away from the hand away from the foot. Then stretch the knee. Lastly, maybe lean forward. Keep creating space between foot and hand and foot. Breathe out, breathe in. One more. And then exhale, step back for this pyramid pose. Fold over the leg with the knee bent first. That's a really great thing to do. Then you stretch the legs. So if you need the blocks, you grab the blocks on the way. Breathe out, breathe in. One round, square the hips and actually a little more, a little longer. Then make this choice, same as you did to the other side. Either favor moving the chin over the right a little bit more or the central line. Knowing that is different, you can also do one way and then for a few seconds of breath, trace a different line. One more. Thank you. So level 3. Bend the front knee, place your hands on the floor, step back to downward facing dog. Level 2, we're going to do Malasana. As you bend the front knee, maybe find your blocks if you need and bring your feet parallel. Maybe have those blocks supporting your sitting bones as you sit on the blocks. Turn your toes and knees out, and the block can be on height 3 or height 2. And rest sitting for a moment. or go into Malasana and equalize the hips. If you're doing Vinyasa, jump forward from your down dog into Malasana. Beautiful, yay, love it. Jump forward now, thank you. We go sitting Malasana, either all the way to the ground or here supported by the blocks. And we bring our hands to the earth and our hands to our eyes. Bringing this wisdom and incubated heat of the earth to our eyes. Now we prepare to move towards a seated position. If you have the blocks, lean forward, put the blocks to the side and support yourself slowly to come into seated position. The goal is to come to this balanced Ananda Balasana, where you hold the outer edges of the feet or the backs of the knees and stay here. That's the entry point. Mind level 3. Stretch the legs, unite the big toes and look up towards the sky. Hold the feet by the balls of the little toes. Level 2, remain here. One more. Last one. Now everybody bend the knees, bring the feet down. Have one block by your side. You're gonna lay down, not right now, but soon. Have that block in a way that you'll be able to hold it. Right now, bring the hands behind the knees, lean back. Knees, feet together, sustain here, Navasana, or stretch your limbs. Maybe even bring your hands to Alapadma today. Awakening the inner fire. Maybe pump a little bit and you're moving the legs now. Thank you. Now bring your feet down. Round your spine as you lay on your back, and here we go back to Balasana. Ananda Balasana, that is, sorry. Some of you will stay here, others will move the feet away from the central line as slowly you come to this Supta Upavishta Konasana, sacrum down. Slowly bringing the feet towards the earth, not to touch. Sacrum down is priority, or stay in your Ananda Balasana. One more. Thank you. Now bring the soles of your feet to the earth, feet hip width apart, and prepare to place that block underneath your sacrum. Can be on height 1, 2, or 3. As you lift the hips and place that block under your sacrum, rest there, send your shoulders down, and then lift your legs up to the sky. Stay with the support, so, and you can point or flex your feet. So this is an ease pose. You're not making a huge effort right now. And using this moment as a moment of prayer to ask Parvati Devi, the mother of yoga, to support you with awakening your third eye, your eye of fire. So you can be a little more clear with your vision, envisioning, insight, clairvoyance, to benefit your life always first, and then the life of others. Stay just a little longer, so this effort, this tapasya towards awakening doesn't need to be hardcore. It can be sweet and firm, and this is one of the main teachings of Parvati for us. Like the Buddha, after she came out of her intense tapasya, she realized that nourishment and not too much, not too little, half path, halfway, is the most effective, long-lasting way of transforming and evolving. Inhale here, then exhale, bring your feet down. Level 3, as you remove this block, you can now do shoulder stand if you know how to. Level 2, hug the knees. So as you bring your hips down, hug the knees in Apanasana. Level 3, Do your shoulder stand. Another inversion here for you. Shalamba, Sarvangasana. Level 2, massage your kidneys on the earth, moving slowly from side to side. Thank you. Level 3, going to plow halasana. And as you return, slowly, take your time. I'm just giving you direction. You can do Urdhva Mukha, you can do Urdhva Dhanurasana, the wheel pose, or Chakrasana, the back bend. My level 2, I would like for you to rock up, come to seated position, find a way to prop your hips to do Paschimottanasana, stretching the legs and doing Paschimottanasana. So level 3, your hands behind you with your shoulders after coming down from your halasana, fingers pointing towards your body, feet down. We prepared for it. We stretched the thighs, we did back bends, but maybe your shoulders are not ready. So check it out by bringing first your crown to the earth. You stay here or push the earth and enter your wheel pose, Chakrasana or Urdhva Dhanurasana. Let's see. Beautiful, beautiful. Slowly return, hug the knees, rock up, coming to seated position, and we will all move towards Upavishta Konasana. So prop yourself. I'd like to face you so my voice goes directed to you. Separate the feet, not too much. If you're doing Paschimottanasana, forward bend, now join us. So you're seated, just separate the feet. Move the muscles of your glutes back, side, side. And either stay here seated, hinge from the hips, block the forward bend in order to work towards bringing the pelvis to the blanket. Maybe the Kanti Anjali. And then forearms down, imagine you're doing a back bend here, flex the feet, muscles hugging the bones, or go for it, full forward bend. And if you're here blocking, stay and really play a little bit on sending your pelvis back and forth. And you can always scooch back a little bit and slither a little bit, because I would like for you to feel your pelvic floor and inner legs more than the inner knees. If you feel, oops, it's too much on the inner knees, then return a little bit. Don't push. But really learn how to hinge from the hips into this forward bend versus just rounding and bringing the head down, okay? Thank you. Level 3, go ahead and empty, and on empty, hold without air, going just a little deeper. Everybody, level 3 may need to take a few extra cycles of breath to come up. Take your time. Everybody, bend the knees, and then as you roll the thighs out with the help of your hands, you bring your feet to touch in Baddha Konasana. Move the hips a little bit side to side, Sambhina. Thank you. Then press the balls of your toes together. Grab the toes as you separate the toes. Send the heart forward. Drop the head back. Let the breath be free, or inhale, hold with air. While you're holding with air, reach back with the tip of your tongue. Press towards the soft roof of your mouth. When you need to exhale, you can exhale with the head back, but just release the tongue. Let's do that 2 more times. So we're not bringing the head back and forth. We're just staying in the shape and maybe holding with the air and doing that Kechari Mudra. Thank you. Thank you. With your following in-breath, lift your head, look over to the left, then return, look over to the right, return. Move your feet further forward, and either you're going to sit in Agni Stambhasana or in Gomukhasana. Agni Stambhasana, feet forward. You're gonna cross right under, bring left on top or in front of fire log. Gomukhasana, this lower foot moves towards the hip, so it's back in, and you are tying the shoelace. So either one you choose, and you cannot do both right now. Do one, add a forward bend to the shape, hinging from the hips, going all the way perhaps. Either in Gomukhasana, where you're working just with your lower body, or in Agnisthambhasana, doing this forward bend. And it can be done also with the foot on the floor. So you stack and align, feet, knee, and then fold in this way. And again, I'm giving variations, 3 variations, but you can always find what is the variation that works best for you, for your body. Let the breath be free as we start to cool a little bit more from the movements in the practice. Our sadhana, we hold poses a little longer. So even when I say flow, it's slower than other ways of practicing as we are adding the vinyasa. Thank you. Inhale, rise, and as you exhale from whatever pose you are, twist to the right, open twist to the right, keep the position of your legs, stay a little longer, as we didn't do a lot of twistings today. Then inhale, return, go ahead and change sides, please. Twisting to the opposite direction. Empty. Inhale, return, lean back, and then free the legs. And repeat Paschimottanasana if you have done that, or level 3, your Paschimottanasana here. Your variation, you're not going to stay for too long, is to bring balance to both sides and then to bring your attention inwardly. Seeing this inner fire tamed in a good way, controlled in a good way, that wisely guides you into places inside of yourself where you need to bring more love, more nourishment, and then wisely, kindly into places and people outwardly. Your eyes can see where your love is needed. May it be so. Inhale, rise, and then as you exhale, release and compensate. So whatever pose you chose to do, compensate. Have one leg on top, on the floor, in this Agnisthambhasana, fire log, or in your Gomukhasana, and then add that forward bend. Maybe the hands in Kanti Anjali, and remember Kanti means radiance, so it's this action of radiating your prayer, radiating your light. And in whatever pose you chose, we're just choosing and sticking with that one pose. Do your forward bend and search for this inner light and ways of bringing inner light and love to places in your body that need love. Lead with your head and heart. Inhale, rise. Thank you. Exhale, twist to the right, and we're gonna linger a little bit more. Drop hips down, elevate the heart. Inhale, return. Go ahead and change sides. Drop hips down, elevate the heart. Move your elbows away from one another, shoulders down. Feel your body a little more attuned to the light. Then return, lean back a little bit. This is an idea. Press your feet down, knees apart, enter forward bend. And I always like to separate the heels to have big toes touching heels apart, fold over your legs. You can do this with your knees straight, with your knees bent. Now, bend the knees a lot. Chin to the chest, round your spine. Inhale, slowly, slowly roll up, coming up to upright position. Keep your chin down, roll the shoulders back, and then just motion a little bit the hips side to side. Motion the arms a little bit. Find neutral. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale as you side bend, look down towards the earth. Bring your upper hand, right hand to Pārvatī Ma. Think of the places and people you can benefit with your light, with your love, as you let it shine. Then inhale, return, move a little bit, like just to come out of stagnation. We were holding the poses for a little longer, so you can feel free to do whatever movement feels right. Then inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale, look down and have that upper hand in Pārvatī Ma. Again, thinking of people, places, you can bring your light, your radiant light, this fire of love, this way of seeing with love. A little bit more. Then inhale, return, please. Roll the shoulders back. Last time, just moving a little bit. And then separating the feet, taking the stances here. And again, with your own words, making a vow to bring more of your love, love more. Whatever you said in the beginning of the class, it will become your slogan, your phrase for today. Sharanam Mata Jai Jai Ma, Sharanam Mata Parvati Ma, Sharanam Mata Jai Jai Ma, Sharanam Mata Parvati Ma. And under her shelter, with our hands in prayer now, together, we know we're together, we bow to this great yogini. Jai Ma. And I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I bow to you. Jai Ma.